cycling part of the race is a big piece of the puzzle. I think if you look at any race across any distance, cycling typically makes up about 50% time-wise of the race. Certainly it's a part of the race that you need to pay careful attention to, and time-wise it's a part of your training that's very time-intensive. On the bike each week I typically spend around 17 or 18 hours in an average week, and in peak volume phases that can be upwards of 20 to 25 hours. Well, cycling, like the other two disciplines, you have to work on different components within the sport itself. I'll work on the endurance aspect of it, which may involve just a low intensity, longer ride. Might be anywhere from 3.5 to 6 hours. Another aspect that I like to work on is strength. That typically will be a 2.5 to 3.5 hour ride where I'll do big gear seated repetitions up a 5 to 8 minute hill. I can also do that session indoors on the indoor trainer and trying to overload the legs like you would in a gymnasium. And then the other component that I work on is speed. Break up 30 minutes worth of work into maybe 3-minute segments or 5-minute segments where I go almost max effort really, and then recover and repeat almost to failure by the last repetition. It's not just each discipline in isolation, it's how they work together. And if you are at your limit or you go over your limit in the swim, you're going to pay for it on the bike. Similarly, if you do that on the bike, you're going to pay for it in the run. Obviously there's guys in the race whose strength is the bike, and that's what they're known for, and that's the card they're going to play. You know, I've heard my opponents don't rate me too highly on the bike, but you know, as I've always said, talk is cheap. You don't win big races in our sport by having one string to your bow. You have to be strong in all three disciplines. I'm not scared to log a lot of miles on my own. I think it toughens you up mentally, teaches you to be self-sufficient, and prepares you really for race day. You're on your own, there's no one else to rely on out there. You know, the cycle leg's very demanding. If the trade winds get up, it can be demoralising. You need to make sure that your mental preparation is as worked upon as your physical preparation. For me, that's the draw of the race. That's why I go there, that's why I went there in the first place. I'd heard the stories and I wanted to experience it firsthand.